Hey guys, it's Brother Romney. Hey, we're lesson 5. We're talking revenue and costs this week. This is an important week for us because notice on the canvas, the revenue and costs are along the bottom of the canvas, and those are there on purpose because it represents the foundation of the canvas. In the center is the value prop along the foundation, revenue and costs. One of the biggest pitfalls that we make as entrepreneurs is that we overestimate revenues and we underestimate costs. We get in our minds, everyone's going to buy this. We also get in our minds, man, I can make that so cheap. And both of those are wrong. Both of those are misnomers. When I think of that problem that we have, it reminds me of an old Taco Bell commercial from when I was in high school. This is a throwback. Taco Bell used to use a little Chihuahua dog that the dog would say, "Yo quiero Taco Bell." Maybe you remember those commercials. But the movie Godzilla came out, and I remember this one commercial that they gave. For some reason, it just stuck with me. But to me, this represents the pitfall of us overestimating our revenues. Let me show it to you.
Godzilla's hiding, and it's up to you to find him. Just buy a medium or larger drink. If you find a Godzilla, use your decoder to reveal what you've won.
Uh-oh. I think I need a bigger box.
I can't tell you how many businesses that I've been a consultant for where they have done that. Oh, I think I need a bigger box, right? Oh, I think our costs are a little bit more than we thought. Or if we want to make this good, nice, whatever our product or service is, we need to spend some money and it's more than we anticipated. So that's what we're doing today is we're talking revenue and costs, and we're trying to plan effectively for those. So first of all, revenue. There it is. We're not talking necessarily how much money you're making, but we are talking revenue streams. And that's the most important thing to consider as you consider your revenue. Each customer segment should have its own revenue stream. By now in the business model canvas, we've done value proposition, we've done customer segments, we've done customer relationships, we've done customer channels. So we got our value prop, we got our product or service, we know why it's valuable, we have customers, we know why they find value in it, we've got the product market fit, we figure out the channel and how to get it to them. Now, what's the revenue stream that they provide? I want you to pay attention to the Udacity lectures this week as he talks about different pricing strategies. Pricing is a strategy, okay? What revenue stream does each customer segment bring to the table? To give you an example, if you think back to the top 10 publishing case, Joseph and publishing that magazine, okay? He had multiple customer segments. One customer segment were students who subscribed to the magazine. Well, it was a free subscription. So their revenue stream was zero, yet they were still a customer segment. So that pricing strategy was a freemium model. They would be given that for free, okay? So where did the revenue stream come from? Their revenue stream strategy was to get it from advertisers and from businesses who were looking for top-notch students, all right? So that's what I mean by revenue stream. Don't just come up with a price for your product. You want to think about each customer segment and what that revenue stream is and their pricing strategy and your pricing strategy for that revenue stream. Okay, now costs. Costs at the end of the day are best guesses, but they need to be based on good research. So don't just pick numbers up out of the air. I want you to do some research. If you're talking manufacturing, then do some research and find what it would cost to manufacture. Okay, and then cite that research. If you're talking an app creation, then do some research on how much it would cost to make a good app. All right, and let me tell you, that's not cheap if you want it to be professional. Same thing with website design. Okay, so look up the cost, get good research, and cite your sources that you use as you go through that research. Okay, now we're also going to ask you to make a very simple financial statement as you consider your revenue and your costs. Let me show you what it looks like. Okay, here I am in lesson 5. Okay, and I'm on business to update business model canvas, which is in the Ponder and Proof folder. Here's your revenue, your assignment expectations, where I talk revenue streams. And then for your cost and income statement, here's your attached worksheet. Here you're going to outline your cost assumptions. You're going to explain what variable costs you'll have. You're going to explain a description. You're going to give us a description of them, and then how much. What's the quantity for that variable cost? Same thing with fixed costs, okay? And then you'll come over here to the income statement. For some reason that's not clicking over. Here we go. And it's a very, very basic income statement, okay? Your revenue, variable costs, which should carry over from the other page, and then your total expenses along with your operating income. That's all we're asking you to do for your financial statement for now. All right, this gives you an idea so that you have the right size box. You don't need a bigger box. Okay, now the last thing I want to talk about briefly are the metrics that matter. The Udacity lectures, in fact, I'll show you here so you know where they are. The Udacity lectures for this week, lesson 5, Udacity lectures. Under costs, there's this link, metrics that matter. Pay particular attention to that because he's going to outline quite a few metrics that you would need to consider for this assignment. So let me just explain what the metrics that matter is, and you can go to the assignment and look up the expectations. But essentially, the metrics that matter, what this does when you think through those different metrics, it shows to investors that you've done your research. It shows to investors that you're serious about this, that you know what's going on, that you understand the dynamics of both your cost structure and your revenue stream. Understanding the metrics that matter really will communicate that to investors. If you go before investors without that knowledge, they're just going to laugh at you. You say, but I got a great idea. We don't care. You haven't done your research. And so with the assignment expectations, it's pretty clear as it's laid out in the assignment. You just go there. Using your discretion, identify 5 metrics that you feel are most important to know and understand. Those metrics are going to come from the Udacity lecture. It's going to actually list 7 categories of metrics that matter. You're going to use your discretion and pick 5. 5 you think are the most important for your business. 5 that you feel make the most sense that you should focus on. And then you're going to fill all that out. Follow the rest of the instructions to the assignment. But there's the instructions for you. Good luck this week.